we said we would never backtrack and go back to, the boarding school times.
Officials with the Winnebago Tribe in Nebraska say the Indian Child Welfare Act, known as ICWA, is crucial to keeping children connected to their roots by demanding that custody cases are handled by and stay within tribes.
ICWA even saved Winnebago's cultural preservation officer, Sunshine Bear, from being taken away from her own parents.
Had that not happened, I would have been raised as a non-native, not connecting with my ways or knowing anything about myself.
Lawyers say it sets a precedent for custody cases to prioritize the child.
ICWA is best practices.
But the United States Supreme Court is going to hear a lawsuit this fall to challenge and potentially declare the act unconstitutional.
According to Brackeen v. Holland, filed by parents who want to adopt a Native child they previously fostered.
Well, he'd been our home for a year, thriving. Unfortunately, with our request for adoption, they simply said no.
The case has been compressed with a few similar suits. One of the plaintiff's arguments is claiming ICWA is race-based.
And if that's the case, then almost every statute dealing with Indians ever enacted in more than 200 years of this Congress would be unconstitutional. And that's frankly what the plaintiffs want. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they are not in this for Indian children. None of them care about Indian children. They are in this to obliterate the federal Indian power.
The Winnebago Tribal Court's chief judge says it's possible that could happen.
The Castro Huertas decision that came down this term, where the court found that states have criminal jurisdiction over non-natives in Indian country, was surprising. So I would not hazard to guess what they're going to do.
Others doubt the court would qualify Indigenous citizenship as racial.
Tribal status is a political affiliation. I'm a citizen of a tribe where race is an immutable trait.
This is why officials with the Nebraska Indian Child Welfare Coalition say it may be more likely to win upon grounds of being a commandeering act, essentially stepping on states' rights. If that's the case, Nebraska child custody cases would remain the same, thanks to the Nebraska Indian Child Welfare Act, which follows ICWA's ideals.
We should be focusing on what's best for the child, not necessarily what the potential adoptive parent or foster parent wants.
Still, our sources are eager to see what the Supreme Court says in a few months.
It's not unfair to say that sovereignty is threatened.
Carolyn Conti, News Channel, Nebraska.